What's going on, Baku crew? Thank you for joining me once again for another BakuganEvolutions unboxing. This time I'm taking a look at the new Haos Gillator Ultra Starter Pack. For those of you interested, here is the box. Now, one thing I'm going to start doing on the channel is unboxing them off camera to save time on my videos so they're not so long and boring. I will have everything unboxed prior to recording. I will show off the box art like so, show off the back for anyone interested, showing of course the Haos Gillator, Ventus Wrath, and then the Pyrus Warrior Whale. But then other than that, it'll be straight on to the Bakugan. So I hope this new format is a little refreshing for the channel, and it just switches things up a bit and focuses more on what I want to focus on, which is the actual Bakugan. So getting started and diving right into it. The gate card included is this one. I do believe this is the Flash Attack artwork, but I could be wrong. I have reviewed it a few more times, but just for fun, 300 to Pyrus, 100 to Aquas, 300 to Ventus, 600 to Haos, 200 to Arliss, and 100 going to the Darkest faction, with the blue or magic shield symbol there at the bottom. Definitely a Haos gate card, but it is a shame it doesn't have any of my Finica Ultra artwork on there. But still, a pretty good gate card nonetheless. For the Baku core included, a plus 600 B power blue or magic shield, a minus 500 B power blue shield, a plus 300 regular shield, a plus 200 regular shield, a minus 5 damage flaming fist, and then a plus 250 B power plus 3 damage flaming fist. Finishes up the core lineup. Now moving on to the Bakugan, I want to start off with the Pyrus Warrior Whale. So an interesting stat line on this Bakugan. It is a double flame fist core user with a B power of only 200, 6 damage, and then on a flaming fist or a red fist, you do get to steal the active opposing Bakugan's Baku core. So it is an interesting mechanic. I don't know how the stealing Baku core effect really pans out in the TCG. I don't get to play much. There are literally no tournaments where I live. No local game stores really picked up the game, so that is unfortunate. However, I definitely think Warrior Whale has its place amongst damage win decks. With this 6 damage, obviously you could go in with a Might of Syndius or Max, that kind of combo. That's pretty much all there is, really. You could use cards like Hot Potato, I suppose, or Pyrus Overload to remove any Baku core that your opponent picks up after you steal. If they have anything after that anyway. So that's just a little tech option there to run for Warrior Whale. Damage wins, core removal. If you paired it with Haos, it would work better. You have cards like Consort, Drumwave, Energy Vortex, that kind of thing. But very interesting character card there. Really a different stat line in my opinion. But taking a close-up, here is the core Warrior Whale. After the Platinums were the first to release, it feels kind of weird having a all-plastic Warrior Whale. I felt that way with the core Haos one that I unboxed a little while ago. But it does have little manual fin feet here at the bottom. Other than that, though, everything else is, just automatic. There's nothing else to fold out. Those are the only manual parts. And here is Warrior Whale. So Pyrus Warrior Whale looking pretty cool. Not a lot of over detail, just the normal Evolutions Pyrus designs. There's the B power right there in the corner. Really cool. Now then, next up, and this is actually my first figure for Wrath. It is Neo Wrath. So a double blue shield core user, B power of 800 with 3 damage. So this is a bit of a stronger Bakugan, obviously focusing on B power, unlike the Warrior Whale, using a 650 shield that does get you to 1450, which honestly isn't bad for Ventus. This is actually a pretty strong Bakugan. And Wrath, definitely reminiscent of Tiguera, being a tiger or, cat-like Bakugan. Big cat-like Bakugan, obviously, but really cool. Not like Frascal. Definitely getting the Tiguera vibes from the Legacy series a little bit. Again, really strong though. Not huge on damage, only 3 damage. You could pair it with like the Ventus Griswing, I believe. Platinum Griswing. Because it has access to a red and green fist. It has core effects when it picks up either one of those cores. And if paired with Wrath, just gives him some damage options with the red fist being a +6. Otherwise, definitely go with B power for Wrath because the 800 is really good. Getting to 1450, that's just like the baseline for Bakugan, I feel like, for evolutions, around 14-15 range. Anything higher than that, and you could be competitively OP. But again, I don't know too much about the playgroups. I don't know what's meta, if there is a meta right now in Evolutions. I just try to stay within the 14-1500 B power range, because most other Bakugan, a little weaker than that. Take, for instance, the Warrior Whale there. If you don't steal a good core from the opponent, well, it's still going to have a low B power. But anyway, moving on to the actual Wrath figure. In ball form, it already looks really cool, and like I said prior, I do not have a single Wrath, so this is actually my first one. Shame it's not a Platinum. I guess I could have got the Walmart exclusive game mat and got a Haos Platinum, and I might do that, but I just didn't want to shell out the $40 right off the bat for it after I just bought the Geogun Rising one. But here is the Ventus Wrath. Definitely a very cool design. It is honestly unique. Don't know what's up with these right here. Are they supposed to be like some kind of wing parts or something? But for the rest of the mold, very nice, honestly. Definitely interesting, definitely unique. A lot more detail on the physical toy than I thought there would be. That is very interesting. Even some of the inside parts are painted. It is the villain of the series, so I suppose Spin Master will give it a bit more detail than the other Bakugan, but geez. Wrath getting special treatment over here, and it's just Ventus. Not even native faction. Still very well detailed. Very nice. No manual parts either. It's just straight pop and that pop and go. Really neat. But what is probably the most exciting about this set isn't either one of these Bakugan, even though they're pretty cool. It is actually the Haos Gillator, because it has been printed before this year. So I will talk about this one for a little bit and then touch on that after. Double regular shield user, B power of 400 with 5 damage. And then on a regular shield you get plus 1000 B power, which is incredibly strong. I always use the plus 300 regular shields as to not help opposing factions or have that potential. But if you do use that core, it's plus 400 to Ventus and Haos, which would put you at 1800 B power. Now me personally, I would be using Gillator at 1700, and there's nothing wrong with that, but it does have the potential to get up to 18, which is ridiculously strong. And with 5 damage, this could be one of the best Haos Bakugan coming out of Evolutions. So very, very nice. I am definitely happy to see those stats. Love it. Ultra Gillator got a retrain, and it's much stronger now. So very, very nice. But let me all know what you think, because here is the original Gillator card. So originally, on the, I believe, Wave 1 of Evolutions, it came out with a blue shield, regular fist, B power of 600 with 3 damage, and then on a regular fist you got plus 400 B power and plus 4 damage. So definitely a difference. Let me know in the comments down below which one is your favorite. Personally, I like the new one. It is much stronger. And yeah, here is the Haos Gillator. So a very cool Bakugan. I don't think there are any sculpting differences between this one and the other figure for the other Bakugan, which could be a little confusing, other than the printed B power will be different, of course. But here is the Gillator. Very nice Bakugan. It does have manual pieces, being the two legs right here. But yeah, really cool. I don't feel like there's a need to really go into closing Gillator or folding it. After all, I did review the first Haos one. But that will do for this review. Let me all know in the comments down below. Gillator, hate it or cap it. But until next time, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more epic Bakugan content, including those monthly giveaways. The current one is for Sharktar Ultra, but next month I plan on giving some Diamond 3-packs out. So definitely make sure you're subscribed. Until next time, stay safe, drum up, and Bakugan Brawl.